Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Creating in the Waiting. Today we are going to be doing a flip through of the little beauty that I put together for my Line Dot Arrow guest design team project. And here I used Photographer's Work digital kit, which I will link in the description box below. And then we also had the opportunity to use the Red Velvet digital kit, and I will be linking that also in the description box below, plus the Facebook groups that are involved in all the weekly challenges. And throughout, I will be showing you the weekly challenges that I put together. And the first one actually was a photo strip, but it is not in this journal because I took on this project afterwards and I put my photo strip in a different journal that I did. So that is not in there. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and talk about what I did. So this originally was going to just be one of my cute little folios that are typically around this size. This is not done yet, but what happens is I have a little flip out here, a tuck here, this flips out, and then, you know, I have flip ups. But I just wanted to keep working in this one, so we went ahead and added some signatures in. We made the boho bead yesterday. Super beautiful. Thank you everyone who tuned in, and if you haven't, just check that out. It was yesterday. And then I did a lovely beaded pen. I did have it on a gold pen, but my gold pen, the cap wasn't screwing on correctly, so I did not want to put that pen with this journal. So I went with this one, and I am currently out of pens, so we went with the black. I printed this lovely image onto fabric. Again, this is part of the Photographer's Work, and I do believe that this is a freebie actually. And then I just did some layering of cheesecloth and vintage doilies. Sari silk for her closure, and I love this sari silk. Oh, and then this little charm, because of the ombre effect it has. I get my sari silk from Colored Kiss. I think it's Colored Kiss Silks on Etsy, which I will link in the description box below. So here on the inside, I used again some of the Photographer's Work digital collage, and the collage is so pretty. It's like a big masterboard, super beautiful. I did my little border punch here and a border punch here in order just to create a tuck. Here I just have a German Monopoly piece and then a beautiful vintage calling card. I love these. I absolutely love calling cards, and I hoard them, and I am almost out of them. But I thought that that would look pretty in this journal. Now, I do custom printing, and when I say custom, that means I print onto stationery, guest checks, sacks, doilies. I make all of that stuff by running them through my printer. So here's an example of a time card that's right here, an example of a sack that's right here, just some various things that I'm working on. I printed onto some vellum here. Typically I'll print on a transparent label, but I was out and I wanted to make playing cards for the flip-flop that I'm working on, and then, you know, I just did some gold gilding wax around the edges. So that's just an idea of some of the stuff that you're going to see in here. She doesn't have any playing cards, but that's okay. I think I actually have something stuck over here. Yep, that would kind of match that I had. So I printed this image onto the transparent label, which you can tell the difference. So these didn't go on exactly right, so I'm probably going to be keeping this one. I like the label, the transparent label better. I did an Edith Holden page tab. I back everything with tea stain paper or some type of something. A little fabric cluster down here. So I feel like the tones would match this journal, so I was going to put that in here. Okay, so I printed that image onto Vintage Ledger. I did some stenciling. We have some French book page here. I love the feel of rag paper, and I like when my pages are different sizes. I think that it makes the journal interesting and super cute. I do like to sew around most of my pages, so all the sewing happens before I actually bind the journal. So vintage music sheet, a little scrap piece of sari silk ruffle, Vintage Ledger, and then just did some stenciling. Here we did our cute little snippet, and I just made a little tag for back there, just back with some stained paper. So this tag was part of the digital kit. That's why I like using Line Dot Arrow digital kits. I mean, it comes with tags and everything that you can use. These were freebies, and the freebies are in the Facebook groups, and you can use them in the weekly challenges. And I do believe that this was part of the freebie for the either paper clips that we did or the photo strips. So I mean, technically that could be a photo strip. Here I did a custom printed doily, and then I just did a cute little bead down at the bottom that I thought, you know, matched with kind of the earthy tones. And then here was the cute little snippet that I actually made with you guys. And let's see, maybe we can fit just our little playing card back here. So, Vintage Ledger, music sheet, a little tab, French page, stenciling, and then the custom print on that side. And then here I altered a time card by running it through the printer and putting her lovely collage masterboard on it. And then here is one of my altered paper clips, a little hidden paper clip with a little charm dangle at the top. And then I printed the image onto fabric. And so it's not only a paper clip, but it also is serving as a tab. So it is a secret writing spot. Super cute. I have a tutorial on my channel as well, and a tutorial doing this. So this is actually inspired by Angela Kerr. My bows are always a little wonky, and that's okay. So this is a belly band tuck, so you can actually tuck something back here. And then, so, you know, kind of like that. I just made this cute little tag here. So this tag was just a scrap piece of the masterboard after cutting my cover. And then I just did this cute little doily at the top. I printed this lovely image onto fabric and just did some collaging. And then a little fabric cluster down at the bottom with some sari silk back with tea stained paper. And then it can slide just in and out of your pocket. And then I just did a little, and then that's a tuck too. Well, good night. I got a lot of tucks going on here. Let's see what I can just tuck back there. Something that's going to match maybe just a few of these little scrap pieces. So this is a scrap piece of the time card. And then this is just a scrap piece of the masterboard. Let's go ahead and just like that, just so that there's, you know, a little something something back there for her. And let's do it like that so she can see that that's that. So that's a little fabric snippet. So those words are printed onto fabric. I do sell those, so just find me on my Facebook group, which I will link in the description box below. So I do sell the clusters. And then this is another French book page, vintage music sheet, sewing, of course, to trim my pages. And then here I just did a little bit of stenciling, and then this is a tea stained paper. And then here is another one of the hidden paper clips. And that's what it's like on that side. And then I made these tabs, and they were inspired by Jules Designs, and she also, you know, gives a freebie for those. And let me just show you what they look like. So they start off looking like that, and then I inked around the edges and put my gold gilding wax, and then I used my stamps to do stamping. So did that. And then this flips out actually all the way. I don't like to lose the pages. And then, So the hidden paper clips were part of the week 2 challenge, which you can participate in the challenges. And then at the end of the month, everybody who participates in, you know, like week 1 is an entry, week 2 is an entry, week 3 is an entry, and week 4 is an entry. You get put on a wheel spinner, and each of the groups actually does a drawing and you win a prize. So it's super neat. You know, they're rewarding us to create. And then here was this past week's challenge where we created antiqued like ephemera or documents. And then this was an actual, and I have a tutorial also on my channel, but this was just a regular digital, and I printed it onto straw paper. I kind of balled it up, and then I burnt the edges, used some of my vintage tape. Super easy, super fun. I don't know how often I'll be doing something like that, but I mean, it was different. It was a challenge. So I had fun with my lighter. And then again, this is just going to flip out all the way. I'm not going to flip it out. And then I just printed this image onto a guest check, and it came from her digital. It was one of the collage pages, and I just sewed around the edges. So you see how this doesn't have a spine. You can put signatures and stuff and it doesn't have a spine. I make biddies and stuff all the time that are chunky girls, and they don't really necessarily have a spine. So this is a total of 40 pages. And then I printed the image onto Ledger, and this is photographer's work. And just sewed down the side and did some stenciling. And then here is some vintage book page, or not book page, I'm sorry, music sheet, stitched around the edges, stitched here, and then my French book page. And then here I just did a little CD envelope pocket. So this is an authentic vintage photo that I've been hoarding because it's my absolute favorite vintage photo. And then I just did some sari silk down at the bottom and a little fabric sentiment. And then the little guest check that I printed the image onto and sewed. And then this is going to be a pocket, but I will tell you, I did need to fix that because she is not, and I need to be super careful. I'm hoping I'm able to actually see what I'm doing. Just need to get her glued in there because that part of the page was wanting to lift. Okay, now it's good, and I can feel there's no glue there, so my guest check is not, I cannot see. My guest check is not going to, I'm sorry guys, the struggle is currently real at the moment. My guest check is not going to, you know, get stuck on any glue. Okay, the struggle typically isn't that real. Don't know what was going on just then. But you see, like the pen, I tried to pull in some of the orange blue tones. I think it's cute. I hope she likes it. And then here I just did a altered, all things altered. That's my hashtag challenge for Monday. It is an open collab that you can participate where you literally take anything and you alter it. So this is an altered flashcard. I backed it with tea stained paper. I did some vellum on the flashcard. I custom printed on the vellum, put it on the flashcard, did some muslin, book page, and music sheet, and then I printed that lovely image onto fabric. So super cute. All things altered, all things altered, all things altered. Hashtag Wednesday. If you participate in that on Mondays, please use the hashtag in your title, and then tag my channel in the description box so I can pop over and see, you know, what you're altering and what you have going on. And then here I have a shabby flower that I made with sari silk and lace, and then just some cheesecloth doily and a cameo. I know my girl loves cameos, my friend who bought this journal, so I had to absolutely 100% include one of these little flowers for her, and I hope that she loves it. They are not glued, they are sewn, and I actually did a tutorial as well. So head to the different tutorials that I have if you're interested in how I made any of these things. I like to kind of take you guys along for most of the ride if I can. And then back here I did a little vellum pocket with a beautiful little transparent sticker. Very funny about transparent stickers, and these are the only ones that I love using, and I put them on all of my vellum pockets that I do on my little folios, which I'll probably be making up this weekend, some of those. They are my new little obsession. So my new little obsession met what I call my biddies, which is a little 4x6 journal. And then here I did a beautiful little library card for my friend. It says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good and his love endures forever." 1 Chronicles 16:34. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this flip through, that you saw something that maybe you were inspired by, that you would also head on over to my Facebook group and check out the Line Dot Arrow resource page that I will link in the description box, where you can find the other Facebook groups that are participating in the weekly challenges, and where you can get the digital kits that I use to create this beautiful little masterpiece. I hope that you guys are blessed, that you are creating what brings you joy, and that you continue to just thrive. Be blessed. Bye for now.